being sold. All the proceeds will go to the school. We.
Never understood it. Mushy, that's what it is. Mushy. Another day and nothing to show for it. You're a clever ghost, Mary Hallahan, but I'll find your secrets. I know you're there. I can sense your presence, like other people can sense a storm through their aches and pains. It's a gift. Now I've got that gift. How about you give me a little help, a sign, some little spirit work, hocus pocus, to point me in the right direction?
You can say what you want, but I still say it's a stupid idea.
It's my idea, not yours. I'm the one who's going to do it, not you.
I still say it's stupid.
Who could that be? Playing your tricks again? Mary? Well, don't forget, I've got a trick or two up my dirty sleeve.
Your main trouble, Ginny, is that you lack imagination.
You've got too much. Don't you need a key?
For this little door? Nonsense. One good push and it'll probably fall down. There. What did I tell you? Time hasn't been too cruel. Why, the walls are still standing. It's better than I hoped for. Look, Ginny, the old registration desk. Still here. Imagine.
What do you think? My name is Love that?
Sure.
Thank you. If this is what you hoped for, you didn't hope for much. And why wouldn't the registration desk be here? Hotel lobby is the logical place for it.
I thought someone might have torn it out. What for? Firewood, vandalism, a garage sale. Who knows? Hey, look, Ginny, I think this is the ledger.
How exciting. This isn't exactly my idea of a fun way to spend an afternoon. Are you really going to stay the night?
I most certainly am.
Well, I hope no one hears of this crazy stunt. You've got enemies, Norma. A few people who wouldn't mind making you look like a fool.
That is just rubbish.
You didn't get to be the highest paid female producer in television by being gentle, loving, and easy to get along with.
You have been nothing but irritable and critical for days, Ginny. I can't imagine what's wrong with you.
You know what's wrong.
I do?
You're a genius at avoiding the issue.
What issue?
That idea I pitched about the new TV series?
Oh, that.
Yes, that.
Ginny, no one wants another series about the Old West. The trials and tribulations of a frontier family struggling against the odds of man and nature. It's been done to death. Besides, I just couldn't see it.
That's what you said about my proposed police series idea.
Old hash, Ginny. Cops and robbers. Bang, bang, bang. The public isn't interested. Besides, when you pitched that idea, you gave it no vividness at all. Flat as a sticky pancake. I just couldn't see it.
What about my idea about the all-female outer space cadet corps?
Ginny, you're the best assistant I've ever had. Let me do the producing. Your time will come, believe me.
When I'm old and gray, when my hearing's gone and my eyesight's dim.
You just need more time to get the feel of the industry.
Miley Cyrus sold an idea to CBS, and she's 6 months younger than I am.
Miley was an exceptional case. Her idea was unique and showed promise.
I'd like to know what's so unique and promising about a talking dog. Some idea. Oh,
She was obviously able to pitch it so the buyers could see it.
bow wow, woof woof. I wonder if the buyers paid her off in dog biscuits.
The Inn of the Three Sisters. Isn't that poetic?
The name may be, but the inn is depressing. This is the place where they don't change the sheets. They just move them from room to room.
You've made up your mind to be disagreeable, haven't you?
Judging from this lobby, the sisters were the three witches from Macbeth. And this hotel never won an award for good housekeeping.
God, Ginny, you are so irritating. I need a drink.
Did someone say you need a drink? Here you are, miss.
Ginny, it's back.
It's red, and I'm sure it's red, and I'm sure it's good. Where are you from?
We're from Hollywood. I'm a movie producer.
I'm her assistant.
Thanks.
Welcome. And you too.
Thank you.
Welcome. Let me know if you need anything.
Sure. The sisters were strange. I suppose it was inevitable. The place became haunted.
Haunted? You didn't say anything about this place being haunted.
Didn't think it was important. I can barely make out the names and dates in this ledger. Such a long time ago. The last entry was a day before the murder.
Murder?
Business dropped off after that, and then the mines gave out. The place closed up.
I think you're right. Murder?
Someone say something about murder?
Oh, there you are, Mo. Here, put the sleeping roll in the big bedroom at the top of the stairs, okay?
What am I? An
Cobwebs
agent?
and the spiders.
What am I? An agent or a bellboy?
Someone say bellboy?
Here you go. That's some climb in this termite palace. I'm B. You catch your breath.
I didn't ask you to come along, so don't blame me for your discomfort.
Ginny and I both thought it'd be a great idea to get out of Los Angeles. A nice slow drive across the desert is a great cure for smog.
Only we didn't know anything about this place being haunted.
Haunted?
Haunted.
First I hear murder, now I hear haunted. It's not even Halloween.
The place isn't really haunted. That's only a local superstition.
Norma, you're intelligent and sensible. But why you want to retreat to a childhood fantasy is something for your psychiatrist to figure out.
I agree. This place gives me the creeps. Let's leave.
You two are both acting like imbeciles. My staying here has nothing to do with either of you.
Norma, you are our meal ticket. If something happens to you, we are out of a job.
Well, that is a funny description of loyalty.
I am not laughing.
When I was a child, I vowed I'd spend one night alone in the Inn of the Three Sisters, and I intend to follow through on that vow, with or without your approval.
Does it have to be tonight?
Tonight or never. When I got news they were tearing this place down, I knew I had to move fast. She who hesitates is lost.
Or demented?
I hate to think what the columnists will say. Found out about this crazy stunt. Or the bigwigs of the network. They like the producers to be level-headed and sane.
That's what I've been trying to get across to her.
No luck, huh?
Zilch.
You two insisted on tagging along. The least you can do is be agreeable. Go back into town and have a good dinner and a decent night's sleep. Hey, maybe watch that new series ABC is launching. It's supposed to be really good. If you see anything in it, I may want to come up with something similar.
That's television for you. Monkey see, monkey do. Bow wow, bow wow.
What about you? Aren't you going to have dinner?
I'm on a diet. Come back for me in the morning. Early.
I don't like it.
Neither do I.
Stuck out here all night, smack in the heart of nowhere. What are you going to do, dig for copper?
I'll light an oil lamp and do some reading. If I'm lucky, I might even get to see her.
Who?
Mary Hallahan.
What agency is she with?
United Ghosts, I'd imagine. She was a sister who was murdered. Well, who killed her? They never found out. That's one of the mysteries of the Three Sisters. I'm spending the night in her bedroom.
This entire idea is very morbid.
It's not.
Hey, who's in there?
Company.
Mind telling you folks doing in here? This is private property. It's posted. Didn't you see the signs?
Harold! I know you. Don't you recognize me?
How'd you know my name?
I have an excellent memory. You're Harold Clanton. Your father was a mining engineer. You lived on Willow Avenue, and we went to grade school together.
Oh, well, I'll be Norma Corwin.
A class reunion.
I thought you lived down in Hollywood. Big important teleproducer, jet set, stuff like that. Seeing one of your programs. Read more than one magazine article about you, too.
Oh, I'm flattered. But what have you been doing?
I'm a sheriff.
Oh, cool.
What brings you back to these parts?
I heard they were tearing this hotel down.
First thing in the morning, cutting a new spur road on the main highway.
I told my friends here so much about this charming old place, and they had to see it. I couldn't disappoint them.
Quite the place.
We heard an unsolved murder and a haunting. Whoopee.
I wouldn't put any stock in a haunted business. Folks with weird ideas. The murder is real enough. They found Mary Hallahan right where you are sitting, strangled.
Strangled?
Wow.
Like the sheriff, murder is not my favorite topic. Can't stand violence. Let's go with Kidz and the animal cracker. What's out back?
The kitchen, the dining room, couple of cabins out back.
I think I'll do some exploring.
Be careful, this place is on its last legs.
I know the feeling.
The floor is sagging, the ceiling could go any moment.
Ahem. I'm the famous television producer's famous assistant.
Oh, sorry. Harold, this is Ginny Albright.
Hey there.
And the Nervous Explorer is Mo Phillips, my business manager.
Young for a business manager, isn't he?
Not for the television industry. If you're 25, then it's time to think about retiring. If you're 26, then they refer to you as wrinkles.
Oh, well, I don't know much about television, except that I watch in the boob tube.
So you're telling the truth, aren't you?
About the boob tube?
No, about Mary Hallahan and the ghost.
Oh, others claim they hear her, see a white mist moving on the hillside.
Mary's spirit?
Supposedly, the story goes that if you see her, you'll go mad.
What?
I've never known you to be so jumpy. As a matter of fact, they found an old miner in here one morning long after the place closed down, and he was raving mad. Nothing so unusual about that, though. It happens all the time with prospectors. It's the loneliness that gets them.
When you saw Mary's ghost, one hand stroking her throat.
A few years later, the same thing happened again.
Another desert rat. Name was Ezra Bitten. He'd been out to lunch for years. Power of suggestion does a lot to keep these stories alive. You guys better head back to town before the storm hits.
Storm?
Desert storm. When the wind blows, strip the paint right off the vehicle.
Did you hear that, Norma? A storm. We'd better do as he says and leave.
Everything checks out, Quinn. The first dynamite blast will go right out before sunup.
Dynamite?
That'll be the end of Three Sisters.
What a shame.
That's one way of looking at it.
I'll have this whole place gotta before breakfast time.
I never eat breakfast, and now I know why.
Strange.
Beg pardon?
I thought I heard something.
What'd it sound like?
Weeping?
Oh, it's the wind. Gets these old places and makes the boards creak and moan. Enough to scare a coyote.
It sounded like a woman crying.
There. What did I tell you? The power of suggestion mentioned Mary Hallahan and her crying, and the next thing you know, you hear it.
Just listen!
I'll handle
I hear
this. All right, we know you're in there. Put your hands up.
Hey, that's no way to talk to a ghost.
I don't believe it, ghost.
Mo Phillips, you've got an infantile sense of humor.
Look at him shoot you.
Just trying to get a few laps, that's all.
You're a business manager, not a comic.
Well, you didn't fool me. You better be heading back to town. The sun's going down.
Right. Why don't you stop by the office in the morning, Norma? Talk about early days in Soul Town.
Oh, I love that.
How about your big friend?
All right.
Don't waste any time getting back. The roads could be Tetris in a windstorm. Wouldn't want to find your car at the bottom of the ravine.
It would.
One other thing.
Yeah?
If you run into the character by the name of Sutton, don't let him frighten you. He's harmless. He's always around here someplace, hiding. I don't want him injured when the engineers start their blasting in the morning. If you see him, tell him to head to town.
Will do.
Take care.
I should have told him what you were planning.
Run and tell him if you feel it's so important.
You are stubborn.
I prefer tenacious.
That quality's okay for the television industry. But not so much the everyday life.
Can't either one of you talk about something new for a change? I seem to be your sole topic of conversation.
You're actually going to stay after what you heard from your old school friend?
I make my own rules. I see no reason to change my plans, and that's that.
Norma, you have a steel backbone.
She'll take that as a compliment.
I grew up in this town. I know how to take care of myself. Windstorms can be tricky, but they seldom last more than a few hours. I'll be safe and snug inside these walls.
I never thought I'd see the day when Norma Corwin would sleep inside a sleeping bag.
You're actually going to stay in Mary's room?
I am.
What if something happens?
Like what?
I don't like to think about it. Come on, Jenny, let's leave. Once she's made up her mind, there's no changing it. We ought to know that by now. Tenacious she is.
Now you're being sensible.
You don't leave us much choice.
No, I can't let you stay here by yourself.
You forget my childhood vow. I would spend the night here, alone. A-L-O-N-E.
You're going to stay in a place that may or may not be haunted?
Uh-huh.
A place where an unsolved murder took place?
Uh-huh.
A place where two men have lost their sanity?
Uh-huh.
A place that's going to be dynamited in the morning?
Uh-huh.
In a storm?
Sounds exciting.
Then I guess there's only one thing to say.
What?
Pleasant dreams.
Let go! You won't get away with this! Stop pushing! You're hurting my arm!
And don't struggle.
They'll lock you up and they'll never let you out! Never!
Can you keep her quiet?
What difference does it make? No one comes within miles of this place.
They ought to call this place a horror hotel. Just talk about a spooky dump. Gophers boycott this hotel. Seriously, is this the best you can find?
It's good enough for our purposes. You talk too much, Rhoda.
Watch her!
Let go!
You won't behave, we'll have to play rough. And you won't like that, I promise. See if you can get some rope.
Whatever you say.
Kidnapping is a capital offense in this state.
Yeah, it's so stealing comics from a drugstore. You won't have anything to worry about so long as your old man pays up. 100 grand. Gold coins.
He doesn't have it.
We didn't go after you without making sure he could pay up.
He's had severe business losses. I told you that.
Yeah, well he's lost you too. For a while, till he pays up.
You're despicable, the two of you.
Nobody's perfect. Where's the road?